what's up guys, it's Lego Hobo 910 here with another Lego video. And in this video I'm reviewing set number 76084, the Thor Ragnarok set, Ultimate Battle for Asgard. So let's get right into the review. So here we have Hela, and she is the goddess of death in Thor Ragnarok. This is just a little platform that she stands on. When you take her off, this is really only all it is. There's a little hinge, some dark green slopes, little black triangles at the bottom. Then you can just put Hela on there. It makes her look much more tall and imposing and just overall more cool. Now we have Fenris Wolf. And I gotta say, Fenris Wolf here, he's pretty cool. He's very poseable. They're all on mixable ball joints, all his legs here, as well as his tail, and then the end is on a hinge. The head is on a mixable ball joint as well. Then the mouth is just on a simple joint which can open. Also, his ears are poseable. They can turn this way on a stud, and this way on a clip. His eyes here are also glow in the dark. And also, something that I'm a bit sad about is it's kind of hard to balance him on two legs without using his tail. If you don't use his tail, he basically just falls, because he has these slider plates on the bottom of his hands, and feet, and claws, and whatever you call animal feet. And then it just uses these tooth plate, this 1x3 tooth plate, to make the claws. Uses a lot of black and gray with the little accents of brown. Overall, I really like it. It just looks very realistic and cool and easily poseable. Can put in many different poses. Plus, just being able to pose the ears can give it so much more expression. It can look like... This makes it look more angry. When you tilt him down, he looks kind of sad. Though they break off fairly easily if you tilt him down too far. Unless you have that straight. Now he looks kind of sad. Overall, really like the posability. And also, he's just very cool, just having a big wolf build like this. So now moving on to the minifig, we're starting with a simple one, but a great one. And the reason is because this is our very first version of Bruce Banner in Lego. Which is very surprising. I would have thought we would get Bruce Banner earlier. And he has this hairpiece here, which isn't new, in black here. Like the way that looks. And then he has two faces here, my favorite one, where he has the green eyes and is becoming angry, transforming into Hulk. I think it would have looked slightly cooler if they started to put, like, some light green splotches that are very subtle and hard to see, like, coming out from the center of his face. That way it looked like he was actually, like, you know, turning green and becoming the Hulk. And then on the other side we just have calm Bruce Banner, even though from Avengers we know Bruce Banner is never calm. He's always angry. While we're at the back here, we can just see some very subtle line detailing there. And then on the front, the torso printing, it's not big either. Just a gray shirt with a black jacket there. So now we have Hela, the goddess of death. And let's just get her weapons out of the way. We have a gunmetal gray sword and a gunmetal gray axe. Then she also comes with 3 of the Power Blast pieces in black here. And then I really like her helmet here. It's made of a very rubbery material. And then the front spikes are a bit more plasticky. It's made of a more rubbery material, so that way these will obviously get very easily bent. If they were brittle plastic, they would just snap right off. Since they're rubber, that doesn't happen. She also has a bit of very subtle dark green printing there. If we take that off, before we move on to her faces, she also has this hairpiece. Then we can take that off and look at her face prints. Here is the one with dark magic flowing all around her eyes, pitch black white eyes. It's a real creepy battle version. And then this side is her more calm, more human-like face. And she also has this dark green cape. The front prints here, very simple, just some green detailing. And then the back, just a bit more subtle green detailing. The detailing is very subtle, but I appreciate that because you have to kind of look for it, but when you see it, it looks really good, and it just kind of fits the style. It's not bright or flashy. It doesn't pop out. It's just very dark. And now we have Valkyrie, who, as I previously showed you, has this kind of Roman-style gladius sword. And I like her hairpiece here, which just goes down the back. She has this new blue cloth cape piece that's very rectangular there. Then she has this one face, because obviously with her hairpiece you can't have a double face. And this one is just a bit of a smile, a fairly neutral face though, then white face paint there. And then on the torso, just some simple belt designs and armor. Now we can look at the back print, and it's very similar to silver prints, the belt carrying around, and all the armor pieces carrying around. So next up we have two identical minifigs here. And this is the expendable infantry here. It's the berserkers for Hela's army. And then they just have two of these pieces here. And you can put them however you want. This one is just more of a kind of classic fighter style. This one I have one upside down or under the arm, which I think looks pretty cool. And then let's just remove these. And then, first thing on the back here, there's a neck bracket with a clip within a black spike. And then the printing here is really subtle and hard to see. I'm going to shine a light on it. It's like with Hela's very dark green on black. It makes it really hard to see though. The print work is really good. I like the mouth, which is a lot easier to see because it's white on black, with the big fangs there. And then we can see the back of the head here. Now we can also see the back of the torso, which, once again, it's just dark green on black. And now we have a very interesting figure as well, but it's actually the least interesting because we got an almost identical version of him in the other set. The only difference being this new red cape piece here, which kind of swoops. I like the way that looks. And then on the back, there's just some silver line printing there for his armor. On this arm, there's some armor printing as well. On this arm, none. And then he has the new helmet, which I really like. And then the same head with the lightning eyes on this side. And then the just more calm, kind of neutral expression. And then on the front there, we have some more torso printing there. Just very simple armor, which then carries down over the hips and into the legs. Then he has 3 of the new Power Blast pieces. And this is in a trans blue, which is a very common color to get them. So overall, I really like this set. I think the minifigs in it are great. My one complaint, though, is that there really aren't many builds. It feels a bit more like a minifig pack than a set, which I'm okay with minifig packs, but this is supposed to kind of be a set, and the name Ultimate Battle for Asgard makes it sound like we're going to get Asgard and they're going to be able to battle around it, but in reality it's more so just a few buildable characters and some vehicles which they use to fight at Asgard, but we don't get Asgard for them to fight at. But yeah, overall, as it is, I like the set. I think the minifigs are great. That's all, and peace.